Oh, hey there, writers of the Fox television program Gotham. I have a news flash for you. The Joker is no copycat. I have some serious words for you, which conveniently I'm about to say out loud with my mouth on this episode of Chasing Geekdom. Okay, writers of the Fox television program Gotham. You might be wondering why I've brought you out here to this beautiful, scenic, yet somewhat isolated hiking trail today. We need to talk. Like I said, the Joker is no copycat, which you did heavily imply in your television program. Now, for those of you who don't watch Gotham, there was a character named Jerome, and he was awesome. And in this social media campaign and the advertising, it was very heavily implied that he could be the Joker. It was a very big, is he or isn't he, is he or isn't he? And in the show itself, it was very heavily implied as well. Like, this very well may be the Joker. The character had red hair, he had the maniacal laugh, and, you know, the performance itself was, in a very original way, it was derivative of both Jack Nicholson and Heath Ledger, and it was awesome. And it should have led up to him being the Joker. Then they ended up, spoilers, killing him off, okay? They had him killed off by some, just, to me, rando character I don't really care about, and this guy used his death to make himself become some hero in the eyes of the city, even though he's a big villain or whatever. So you take this iconic character and you just turn him into a rando, really. But then at the end of the episode, you see all this news footage of that Jerome, which I'm going to call the Joker, and his maniacal laugh and all the things that he had been doing, all the bad and sinister things that he'd been doing in the news coverage of it, and the maniacal laugh, and it seeping into all the people watching it. So it was like some guys watching it in the window of the thing, and then they start laughing, and then some kid watching it at home, and then he starts with the laughing. So they're implying that Jerome's spirit kind of seeped into Gotham, and then from there, whoever ends up becoming the Joker adopts that, and that was the seed that was planted or whatever. No, writers of Gotham, go back, please. Read The Killing Joke, watch Heath Ledger's performance, watch Jack Nicholson's performance, and then tell me that he's any kind of copycat. And also, a little bit of an insult to some of the amazing actors and characters that you guys have created and these actors have brought to life. The Penguin, okay, go back and watch, please, the scene of Victor Zsasz' introduction when he goes into Gotham PD to meet Jim, and tell me that you needed to tease the Joker who ended up not being the Joker. Give me a break. I mean, come on. Now, moving on. I have one more little gripe, and it is with whoever runs the Twitter account for CW's Arrow. Now, we all know that where we're on social media, it's kind of risky. You get some spoilers. You have to be very careful. And I understand if I'm scrolling through my Twitter feed and if something's airing on the East Coast and I'm on the West, that I got to be kind of careful. But my beef, though, with you guys at the CW Arrow Twitter handle is that you were posting animated GIFs, and not just any animated GIF. I'm talking about major spoilers in the episode. I'm like 2 hours away from watching it. I know this is going to happen. I know that Sarah Lance is going to be coming up and out of the Lazarus pit, being brought back to life thanks to her sister. But I don't want to see the image of that before I can watch it. So it's like, tweet something like, oh my God, can you believe it? Oh my God, oh, that was crazy. Oh, that looked amazing. But literally putting an animated GIF in the middle of my Twitter feed is irresponsible. You guys are on a timeout. I'm going to follow you again in a little bit, but I'm going to check in first. So now let's end on a positive note. So I'm from the Bay Area, from San Francisco. And one of the greatest memories that I'll ever have of San Francisco and the Bay Area coming together is Batkid. This, I'm sure all of you remember, because it went crazy on social media. A kid named Miles, and I believe it was leukemia that he had fought and is still beating. And his wish was, I want to be Batman. He didn't want to dress up like Batman. He didn't want to whatever. He wanted to be Batman. And I remember from social media, like the first glimpse that I had of it, it was already huge. It was already trending. It was already viral, and it was this huge thing where thousands and thousands of people were going to go to the city. San Francisco was going to be turned into Gotham, and I was like, I mean, it was already blown away. But why I would recommend actually buying the DVD at Target, it was $9.99. I would recommend it because you see how small it started. And it got big because of the people that were getting involved. Hans Zimmer was like, hey, I heard about this thing. I'm going to write some brand new Batman themed music for this kid. And then, you know, a social media company came on board, Twitter jumped in, and then it just kept growing and growing and growing. The Bay Area, like, you know, came together really to make it real for this kid. I mean, the world really. And so if you're ever, you know, like disappointed in anything DC's doing, or, you know, superhero related, or just, you know, life in general, I definitely recommend it as a go-to positive note. A good pick-me-up, if you will. So much so that Julia Roberts herself actually bought the rights to this and is going to produce and star in this, the movie based on this. She's going to play the Make-A-Wish Foundation woman who kind of started this idea, got the ball rolling. But anyways, definitely recommend it. Check it out. That is it for this episode of Chasing Geekdom. Next time I will be coming to you live from Disneyland on November 16th for their opening of Star Wars Season of the Force. So keep an eye on this YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe. Go follow me on Twitter and Instagram as well, and on Facebook. And keep an eye out for that live stream link. I look forward to seeing you guys there. Okay, bye.